Well, hello. How are you two today?
Good.
Uh,
How are you?
I'm running off of so much caffeine.
Oh man, I actually kind of feel it, honestly.
I
I've
have so many what are they called? Stimulants.
you've got like several syringes
I'm so
sticking out of you. You're just like completely
I'm so
adrenaline.
stimulated.
Yeah. Well, welcome in you two, Jest Squishy and Game Goblin. Appreciate the both of you very very much. Real quick, so that way we can introduce you guys to everybody who's in here right now. Why don't you guys tell us what you do?
Okay, so I am a jester on the internet. Pretty much just Twitch. I like to play chore games, I suppose. I surf max, if you know what that means. I peasant max is more apt. Um, and I fuck around and find out.
That last part, I guess, is probably especially fun until you end up losing a limb or something, right?
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, what about you, Game Goblin? You stream, but what all do you do? How would you describe yourself?
Uh, most of it comes down to the streaming. I've been dabbling in 3D model making. I've actually made a couple of well, I say a couple, but it's just like iterations on the one model. My own low poly VTuber. Started it this year.
Which I've been finding actually pretty fascinating. I'm loving seeing the low poly VTubers that have been sort of popping in here lately because I'm a big fan of those like PS1 era graphics. Like Mega Man Legends is one of my favorite games, so you're preaching to the choir, I think. So, I have to ask you guys both. I mean, so obviously you both do streaming, but Game Goblin, you are obviously making some like low poly models, and Squishy, what all things do you do outside of streaming?
Um, I do physical modeling. Um, not my body. Um, Stop saying that. No, I have I have little tanks that I do for hobbying. I put together these tiny little tanks for a game called Flames of War. I haven't played that game in probably a year, but I still put together the shit because it's just cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally get that, man. Putting together models is great. I mean, I love Gunpla. Putting together the Gundam
Oh
models are
yeah, I
it's
have
it's
Armored
really
Core
fun.
models. I forgot those.
Oh, that's fucking cool
I
too.
have
I didn't
from
even
Gunpla
realize
as
they
well.
had those.
Yep. I'm addicted.
That's really
I don't know if
cool.
I should be admitting to this, but I've been like fighting the urge to like at least get into a little bit of Warhammer collecting. I
Don't
don't
do
know.
it.
I know. It's the worst
Intervention!
decision I could make with my life.
Intervention!
Is this
I've
what this whole thing's about?
I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to do fucking Warhammer like Vermintide or not Vermintide, fucking Skaven army for the longest time, and every time I look at it, I'm like, ooh, $500 for like the whole setup? No, thank you.
Oh yeah, it's
Right.
it's
Or not even
crazy.
like more than that.
At least it's not like Magic, you know. Like Magic now is kind of become so expensive that like you sort of have to stay up to date on every single set, and all of it is so damn expensive. It's like you pay $500 at least for every new set that comes out. I know it's gotten
That's why I
nuts.
play online.
Yeah, a little bit easier that way. So, aside from your oncoming onset of crippling addiction to Warhammer, Gabe Goblin, tell me a little bit about your low poly modeling. What all goes into that, buddy?
Well, it's done through Blender, and it. I don't want to say it took like 6 months because if you can like condense down like sort of waves of like motivation and demotivation, it comes down to like a couple of weeks. But it starts off with like drafting, like making your sheet of everything, trying to get all your references together, colors and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Then just getting that into Blender and matching it up, really.
Yeah. I mean, and that's pretty cool,
Like I
though.
don't want to make it sound inelegant, but that's more or less what it comes down to. It's just big parts of the motivation for it.
Well,
You
yeah.
take the pieces and you put the pieces together.
Right, like Warhammer.
Oh, I get it now.
We've come full circle. It's a beautiful thing. No, in all seriousness though, I know you're kind of talking about this in such a way that you feel like you should have done it a little bit quicker, but I mean, I think like the ups and downs of motivation are kind of a natural part of the process, you know what I mean?
Get that? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like we're all going to be dealing with that in a lot of ways, and again, a pretty consistent conversation throughout today is all of the content creators here. They've got so many other things going on, and sometimes you're just not motivated. Sometimes you just don't have the energy. So, you know, like don't hammer yourself down too much, man. I mean, really, it's pretty kick ass that you were able to put that together at all.
Thanks. Like that is that is something that I do kind of need to like tell myself, because I don't know, it just always seemed like such an unattainable thing, and it's like, wow, it's really not as out of reach as I thought it was years
Yeah.
ago.
I think sometimes like defeating that insurmountable expectation of difficulty is a big part of making anything these days.
Yeah, that is like how I see um all this like for a while I did a lot of VR chat, and there are like things in VR chat, like assets to put onto models that I am like, I will never fucking do that. You can't get me near Unity in a way that matters. And I know that people are just like, yeah, I just pick it up and like you slowly just do it. And it's like, I that's pain to me right there.
Yeah, I mean
That's misery.
well, it's like coding. You know, like I love the idea of like making a video game, but I hate coding, and coding is such an integral part of it. And it's like I remember trying to learn Game Maker, and I did just enough to kind of figure out the basics of platforming. I made it to where like I could make an environment, and I had a block that could run around and jump on things and whatnot. And I looked at myself like all proud of the thing that I had made, and it was like, this sucked. So I mean, like it's all part of it, dude. But yeah, no.
We just need more ideas, people.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, yeah, I can count for like 3, or maybe 1, maybe make half of one. But
Depends on how high you can count.
yeah, yeah, on any given day. So about your guys' streams in general, what kind of content do you guys typically stream?
Well, I try to cover just smaller games, indie releases and stuff. I have never really been too fond of like the big multiplayer things. Like I know Arc Raiders kind of the big flavor that everyone's after right now, but
Mm-hmm.
I honestly kind of hate multiplayer games.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I actually kind of love being able to tune into your streams because it helps me kind of stay more plugged in with the lesser known titles that are just really interesting to look at or have interesting concepts. Um, like I don't know how many times I've tuned in to see you playing something that is very like almost like 80s aesthetic centered that like feels like it would not belong in just about any AAA title, but looks like a legitimately fun game that you're playing. Or like there's that one that you were playing that was like the one where you're in the car driving across the US, and you're having to like avoid all of the things trying to swallow you up at the same time.
Oh yeah, Heading Out, I believe it was called.
I don't remember, but it was fascinating to look at. And then there was
Sounds fucking wild.
it is. It's a really interesting game. And then there was that one game that was like the Wario Land game that was like the red guy. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh. I know the one you're talking about, Anton Blast.
Anton Blast.
I
Yes.
feel kind of bad because like I really didn't like the last like maybe 2 levels, and I'm sorry, I don't want to go on a tangent, but I just remember being like so like salty about the last 2 levels that I was just like not even enjoying like an excellent final boss. I was just like,
It's nonverbal.
yeah, pretty much. Like, if you could see like the, if you could like see steam coming off my forehead, I'm just like so upset.
Perhaps as red as the character himself.
Maybe that's the idea behind it.
So what about
You
you?
finish the game, then you look in the mirror, and it's like you've become Antoine.
Yeah, yeah,
You-
exactly. So, Squishy, what are the types of streams that you typically get into? Like, how would you describe your streaming?
So, for me, it's typically chore maxing. Is how I I started streaming pretty I actually got into streaming with a game called Landlord Super, which is House Flipper without the fun. Um, you get a wheelbarrow, you go around, you find bricks, you bring the bricks back, you mix your own mortar, and then you fucking slap down the mud. And if you fuck up like the order of operations, you have to get a sledgehammer, rip it down. So it's kind of that. Vintage
I
Story
was about to
like
say, like,
took
that's
it
why
for
that's
me.
a perfect game for you.
People say like Vintage Story is just realistic Minecraft. No, it's Minecraft without tasks. Instead, it's chores. Like you don't get to like go on an adventure to find a thing. It's like, oh, I have to walk 1,000 blocks to find a specific tree I need. It's like, great. That's fun for me. I'm more focused on like I don't know it's kind of like thinking time for me. I just yap about random bullshit I may or may not have been thinking about before, and then it may evolve into something more more tangible, um, like the argument between me and Box about Doritos and default flavors. It's very important to me, but
Yeah, what was that? What was that conversation? I think
Oh, you
Game
don't
Goblin
need to
wants to
worry
hear
about
more.
it. You don't need to. You know, no. You don't need to worry about it. It's
I'm always good
okay.
for discourse.
No, it's cool.
Okay.
I win in my head.
So if you guys were not going to be doing streaming anymore, what else would you be doing? Do you think?
Oh God.
I know, I'm putting you on the spot.
I actually would probably try to dabble in like pixel art of some flavor. I did try pixel art for a while before, like way before I got anywhere near the streaming space, and I just kind of like I doodled in it, and something that's so nice about it is like the fact that every single pixel is perfect, and it's like you can just slowly go through it. I guess that's another thing about the chores. It's like it's little chores. It's like, oh, I need to clean up this spot.
What about you, Gabo? If you weren't streaming, what do you think you'd be doing?
I really don't know for sure because this streaming thing, this is like plan. I think I made it to like plan X. Like I've always wanted to do something, where it's like, and it's just always evolved into like something different and never got off the ground. This is like the first time it's like, oh wow, it's off the ground and it's staying up there. It didn't crash and burn. Like at one point it was podcasting, so maybe like I don't know, some kind of, I don't want to say podcasting, but like some kind of like written planned thing like that, like podcasting but it's scripted, I guess is the better way to put it.
Wouldn't that essentially be like radio dramas then?
More or less, like the original whole thing behind Game Goblin wasn't even Game Goblin, it was Goblin Radio. Like
Oh.
it was like a scripted podcast series thing that I wanted to do about like a radio station set in the worst town in America. and then that slowly evolved into Game Goblin, which was a video game podcast set in the worst town in America, and then it just turned into Game Goblin, the person.
I became the
The
goblin.
me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny how that evolves. So
The experience.
what is it that like drew you guys to streaming in the first place? Like why did you guys decide to finally pick it?
So, I'll come right out and say, Box did it. I blame Box. But mainly it's the fact of like just broadening the kind of like the kind of people I mesh with the most, the people that just want to laugh and make you laugh.
Uh-huh.
Um, and it's so rich in the streaming space, and especially like both chatters and streamers. It's so easy to get in with that and just like start going with everybody just like riffing with each other. Um, and that's probably the most important part.
So it's like you're kind of like attracted to the idea that people are here to have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what about you, Game Gabo? Why did you start
I
streaming in the first place? Why was it Plan X?
well, I think it was just the ease of getting into it. Like once you break it down, you really just need the computer itself and the programs. Like yeah, there's like the finer details, but like bare bones computer, OBS, Twitch account. I think that's what kind of drew me in because like everything else, I just didn't really have the attention span to really fulfill my end of the bargain.
So have you guys both been really enjoying the journey so far as streaming is concerned? Are you guys planning on doing it long term?
Um, yeah, as long as it's bringing in people or new people for me to meet, new people for me to attach myself with and be like, "Oh, I know that guy. I can talk to him and then do things with him." You know?
Yeah.
Or I can grab them and be like, "Hey, would you like to be in this thing that I also want to do?" "Oh, yes, I do." And then we do a thing together. That's
Like Vintage Story.
like yeah, as long as that keeps happening, as long as that keeps happening and I can make it happen for the most part as well, um it's not gonna stop. It's not like a full-time thing for me. It's just kind of spotty, but it's good to be in the space.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've all got other things to do. But what about you? What about you, Game Goblin? You planning on sticking around for the long haul?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's been fun. It's kind of the highlight of my day to go play a video game and then just like talk into a microphone and whether or not people are listening. It's I don't know. It's a nice escape from like day to day work life stress.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're kind of a different person when you're doing it, right?
I would say so. I suppose.
I
At
didn't
least
even
like it's like okay, I have to kind of put on the front in my day-to-day life, and now it's like okay, I can let my hair down, I'm taking off the glasses, I'm revealing I'm the sexy librarian.
yes, you're the Tumblr sexy.
I never really thought about it like that. That's interesting. Maybe I should start doing that. Like every time I get ready for stream, I should take my glasses off and then just like flip my hair around. What do you think?
I
Is that?
should I should take your glasses off and throw them off into the corner so that you walk around or you crawl around on the floor like Velma.
Yeah, I don't. You know, I only use my
I think that'd be
glasses
funny.
to like read computer screens, right?
All right, well, I'll just have to poke your eyes out and then watch you crawl around on the floor.
Boy, this is
You
just
just
getting
get like
worse.
binoculars and put them on backwards.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess as far as long-term plans are concerned, do you guys have any like major goals you guys would like to achieve, whether that's with streaming or in your personal lives?
The space there is so funny every time. Um, I uh for long term, I don't know. I suppose I'd love to have my own um large enough community. I feel like technically I have it. It's not technically mine. It's not under my roof, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be about me for me. It's more about like having other people I can have the same vibes with, especially in playing games with, um Box was talking about before with the first season of Minecraft, like role play, where we all just kind of get the memo and it's very chill and we hang out, and every once in a while there is role play.
So it sounds like not any particular big long-term plans so much as it is to sort of like ride the wave of what is right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's kind of how I run all of the time.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. What about you, Game Gabo?
I think more or less stay the course, although as I'm getting more comfortable with some things, I'm trying to maybe focus a bit more on Blender and the modeling. I've always kicked around the idea that I would love to do like 3D models, but as fan art, because I'm not very good at drawing. But like the modeling, I kind of makes sense to me because a lot of it's like mathematics, or I think of it more like sculpting and not drawing. I guess if that makes sense.
That
So
makes sense.
I think maybe just learning more about what I have already done this year and trying to expand that into maybe doing things for other people instead of just all my own models.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially as those sort of low poly models get more and more popular. I mean, there might be several people who want to have that made for them too. And I mean, that could actually be something that would be a good commission thing.
That's definitely an idea that I've had at one point. I don't know because I feel like making money off of it would be like a lot more pressure than just, oh, I hope I can get this done in enough time that the person I want to make it for gets to enjoy it and see it.
That is fair. I mean, like that's really the major difference between whether or not something is just is a gift or if it's a project. You know, is typically whenever if there's money involved, and a project is a lot more in depth. It's a lot more pressure involved.
Yeah. And I do recall a time where I was like trying to make like a little fan project for someone, but they have since stopped streaming. And it's like, if I just had finished that, maybe, like, I don't think it would have stopped them from not streaming anymore, but it's like, if I at least had it finished, that would have been like a thing they could see and like, I don't know, maybe it would cheer them up, or they just like would really be touched by it.
Yeah. Well, guys, it looks like we're just about at the end of the block. Do you guys happen to have anything that you'd like to throw out there last minute, like any shout outs, or is there anybody in particular that you'd like to talk about that made this year special for you?
Yeah, I need to shout out, despite the fact they probably, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I need to shout out Box, Tanuki Omi, and Salary. They have been incredibly formative to like my streaming and like life. Period. I met them through just D&D and through Box. Box especially, he brought me into the streaming space. Well, I kind of brought myself with him, but he allowed me. Um, and I need everybody to check out box underscore underscore on Twitch, salary on Twitch, and Tanu Kiyomi on Twitch. They're all incredible. They all need a follow.
and more followers and more rabid followers. In fact, like a wave of zombie
Raving
followers.
fans.
Yeah.
A full-time virtual army at the beck and call.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
You understand.
Because if they join that community, that's my community, and then I can commission you to my army.
Is that how that works?
It's all an elaborate plan.
Well, Game Gob, do you have any last shout-outs that you want to give?
Would it be corny if I shouted out a game?
No.
Do it.
Uh,
I was thinking it too.
There was a game I played earlier this year that kind of struck a chord. A Promise Mascot Agency. I don't know if you've heard it or
I
seen
heard
it
about
around.
that.
I don't know, just like the messaging and stuff
Thanks for the
behind
drink,
that
Dust.
game. I think a lot more people should play it. Just kind of the idea that like you can never really like be too old or be too much of a screw up to follow your dreams.
That's fantastic news because I'm a lot of both.
Aren't you like 40 and bald?
What? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait, what?
You were going to agree, and then you thought about it. What's up?
Well, I was like, yeah. I don't know. This bit doesn't sound fun. That's literally all it was. I was like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. I was just like, it's just
What happened to yes and?
The more I think about it, the less fun it sounds.
It's okay to be 40 and bald.
I mean, sure. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting everybody moved in. We've got like a full-on plant and mushroom squad coming up next. So, Game Gobbo, JestSquishy, thank you very much for popping in here today, guys. And I will be talking to you guys in the future. Once again, you guys were in here today, so I want to let you know that you guys were also a part of a great 2025 year for me too. So I appreciate you guys.
Bogart.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Poggers.